LPS students. I am going to be reading two statements from students and another letter written by an LPS parent who wishes to remain anonymous. So first, from a middle school student. My teachers are always telling us to pull our masks up. It's so hot and hard to breathe in a mask all day. I even have a teacher who pulls her mask down to remind us to pull ours up. Then she sits behind her plexiglass with fans blowing on only her. I am tired of everyone always talking about the vaccine, like who got it and who is going to get it. I feel like we are so separated, and I don't like talking or hearing about it. From a high school student. It was a text message to her mom. Mom, it is so hot, I cannot breathe, and I have to literally sit in the bathroom stall for the next 3 hours with no mask on because it's so hard to breathe. Her mom replies, just pull it down a little. I think it's ridiculous that they're making you guys wear masks right now. Actually, if you want to just take it off, and if anybody says anything to you, tell them that you're having trouble breathing, and if they send you to the office, then call me. I will get in big trouble for that, Mom. This is absolutely awful. I cannot think, let alone breathe. I cannot focus because of how uncomfortable and hot I am. Okay, I now have a headache, Mom. I'm gagging. I seriously need you or Dad to get me. This is unbearable. Like, I can't focus on anything like this. I am sweating and miserable. I have lunch at 10:25. If you can't get me, can I please text Dad? Begin letter. I am the mom of 2 children currently in LPS schools, but prefer not to share my name to protect the privacy of my family. 7 months ago, my 11-year-old tried to commit suicide. My outgoing, accomplished athlete leader, excellent student who has never had any mental health issues, tried to end their life. During virtual learning this past fall, I learned that my child began self-cutting in April after the schools shut down. We found a psychiatrist in Ohio because of wait lists in Michigan and was told no medication or hospitalization was necessary. Normalcy and exercise was what my child needed to heal. We did our best to provide that at a time when youth sports largely were not permitted. Virtual learning was underway. Politicians were too busy campaigning to care, and COVID reminders were everywhere. School went back face-to-face, and some normalcy returned, but it wasn't enough. The fear of COVID, increased screen time and bullying, exposure to toxic adult behaviors of division and politics, despite our best efforts to shield them from it. Youth sport cancellations, and the pending reality of virtual school once again proved to be too much. In a moment of despair, my child chose to swallow 50 ibuprofen pills. After some time in St. Mary's ER, my child was discharged to a 3-week partial hospitalization program because there were no pediatric psychiatric hospital beds available in Michigan. My child was in this program with other Livonia kids as young as 8, and for the same reason. I'm almost done. 7 months later, my child is still in therapy. Medication was never required, and no clinical diagnosis was ever made. Although my child already had a minor case of COVID after catching it during therapy while wearing a mask, the fear of COVID still lingers. The therapist still tells us normalcy and exercise is needed to fully heal. The journey to recover requires 1, real human interactions, not social distancing and quarantines. 2, smiling faces, not people hiding behind masks. 3, less school mandated screen time, not more Google Classroom. 4, exercise and sports, not restricted physical activities. 5, constant reminders of being kind and brave, not constant reminders of COVID. And lastly, 6, hope, humanity, and courage, not division, politics, and fear. I share all this because I can't provide that in the schools, but the people in this room can. This isn't a Republican versus Democrat issue. This is a humanity issue. This is a true leadership issue. If you're waiting for direction from the county or state, be the brave leaders our kids deserve, and that I know you can be, and demand the normalcy our kids need. So who in this room will be brave enough to leverage their connections in Lansing and with Wayne County to bring normalcy back to our kids? It's not just my family's future in your hands.
Sarah, you're going to need to keep
It is all of ours.